All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun. We're back talking comics. Specifically, we're back talking Wolverine Madripoor Nights. And currently, that will be issue number 3. I love this, man. I love this cover. I really want to turn it into a poster. And I want the Nick Klein variant, man. I want the Nick Klein variant that says "Punk is dead, I killed it" with Wolverine on the cover, like with the back and a Punk jacket and like all the like studs and the claws popping out. And I want that as a on a T-shirt. So this book, this book is a lot of fun. It's a nostalgia look back as Chris Claremont fills in the corners of one of the more popular Uncanny X-Men single issues of all time, Uncanny X-Men number 268, where Jim Lee impressively came in and drew a story about Wolverine, Black Widow, Captain America, Psylocke, Jubilee, the Hand, and the Struckers, all this stuff. And it was told in 2 different time periods where it was, Cap and Wolverine saving Natasha when she was a kid, to the present day where the Hand is still trying to turn her into their like grandmaster assassin, and they foiled those plans. But at the end of the book, it was open-ended. And so all these years later, Chris Claremont is revisiting this story that is very popular still among people. I have like t-shirts, posters. I love that issue. And so this book coming out, if it was written by anybody else, I probably wouldn't have been as interested. And it's not breaking any new ground. It's maybe giving us a little more character into the individuals that we know of as Cap and Wolvie and Black Widow. It's not doing so much about Psylocke and Jubilee. They've disappeared from the story, but that's fine. It really wasn't about them in the first place. They were just kind of there as Wolverine's companions anyway. So, yeah. So, as far as a recap of what has happened so far up to issue number 3 from the comic book itself, and we'll be getting to the full comic book in just a second to go over everything. Um, it's the summation so far is while in Madripoor, Logan, aka Wolverine, encountered 2 old friends, Natasha Romanoff, aka the Black Widow, as well as Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, in town to intercept a devastating weapon set for auction to Madripoor's criminal underbelly by Nguyen Ngoc Khoi, crime lord of Madripoor's Hightown. Khoi's chief rival, Tiger, had captured the device and asked to meet with the Avengers to help keep it out of the wrong hands. But their rendezvous was disrupted by thugs disguised as Hand assassins. The heroes and Tiger fled to a hideaway underground, but were attacked by Khoi's superpowered agents Roughhouse and Bloodscream, who captured Tiger and the device, with the rest of the team barely escaping with their lives. Now the auction is back on schedule, but Wolverine and Cap are severely weakened from Bloodscream's energy-draining power, leaving Black Widow to rely on her formidable skills to covertly infiltrate the event and extract the device before anyone else is hurt. So those were basically the events. They at the end they were kind of having a party. Cap comes flying in from the roof with the Hand in tow. They're still trying to get Natasha. We're fighting off the Hand. And all of a sudden, Bloodscream and Roughhouse come around. Now, Roughhouse is just, a big, giant man. Like we kind of joked about. He's just a huge guy. I haven't really looked up his powers. Maybe he's a little bit like the Blob in some way. Maybe he's like denser. Maybe he's a little like Luke Cage, but without the unbreakable skin. But Bloodscream's, an energy vampire, basically, right? Or life force. He can suck your life force out. He severely like drains Cap and Wolverine, both, of their strength. And again, this is a character that came out in this time period. And it's interesting again seeing some of these older characters from the Madripoor stories, because I forgot, and we're going to be covering some of that stuff. So we'll be returning to Roughhouse and Bloodscream pretty soon, actually. So look into that, because we're not done with Wolverine and his Madripoor days by a long shot. And so, I mean, without further ado, we should just jump in to talking about this book. Like, we're going deep into the book anyway. So Let's share screen. Brr, brr, brr. And let's get to it. So this is the cover I'm talking about. Well, I've shown you this. I love this cover so much. Wolverine #3. I mean, and again, it is purposely looking like a movie poster. I love it. That's you see these some of these. I don't know. They haven't all been like this. I love it. It's cinematic anyway. Okay, in memoriam of Paul Neary, yeah, 1949 to 2024. Penciler, inker, writer, editor. Wolverine, Madripoor Knights, Black Widow, Spy. Not the most imaginative title, but this is Chris Claremont as writer, Edgar Salazar as the artist, color artist Carlos Lopez, letterer VC's Corey Pettit. Let's go. Madripoor Hightown, Logan. Steve Rogers and I were really hard to kill. Me because I'm a mutant, whose core power is a healing factor that allows me to recover from almost any wound. Steve because of the super soldier serum that made him Captain America. But some fights push us to our limits. Here in Madripoor, a guy named Bloodscream came close to ending us both. With just a touch, he drains the life from his targets. Good news is, Steve and I both heal fast. Bad news is, appearances are deceiving. Surely he has his shield. Sure, he has his shield. I have my claws. Normal fight, human opposition will do fine. Against Bloodscream and his muscle man partner Roughhouse, we likely haven't a prayer. And they're not the worst we have to worry about. Which is why this job's being handled by Tasha. Natasha Alyanovna Romanov, better known as the Black Widow. Before she became a heroine and joined the Avengers, she was a spy, one of the best. Most folks don't remember that part of her life. Steve and I, we shared it. Bad guys blindsided us. Now we aim to return the favor with a vengeance. It took a day to set up this caper. Natasha and I reached out to friends, called in markers, and by sunset she had a legit invite to the sale with a bankroll to match. All built around a clandestine deep cover identity she'd established for herself long before the dark web even came into existence. Madripoor's an island principality, used to be a haven for pirates. Still is mostly, they just pretend to be respectable. They take their cue from their prince. Offer a deal that makes him money, he'll find a way to make it happen. And should fate present an unexpected opportunity, well, who's he to refuse? It's a game Natasha's played her whole life. She's never met her equal, as the prince is about to find out. I am Baran, my island, my city, my auction, and you are? Call me Serena. Interesting name. A nom de guerre, of course. That suggests a ruler in your own right. Ah. I'm curious, Baran. I'm told you liked Tiger and the balance of power she represented. Yet here she is for sale by her arch rival? My feelings have nothing to do with this. Seizing control of Lowtown is one thing, holding it another. Both she must manage herself. Tiger and Koi are arch rivals and all thought equals. Now, apparently that balance has changed in Koi's favor. Tiger must find a way to stop him or suffer the consequences. And you have no problem with that. If I did, I would deal with it. And neither Koi nor Tiger, nor you, Serena, would ever see it coming. That, Baran, is what makes this game so much fun. Elsewhere, in one of many palace suites. I have so longed for this moment. You hurt me, little tiger. Tonight I will have my vengeance. Your armor may protect you from stabs and punches, but can it do the same from shackles that stretch you beyond the point of endurance? And while you try to cope with all that physical pain, will you have anything left to protect yourself from my psychic attack? Let's see, shall we? Just like always, Sapphire Sticks talks a great fight. And just like always, she comes up way short. Really? Whatever made you think this fight was fair? The mind is my domain, pussycat. How formidably your armor protects your body. Yet see here within your mind how quickly I make it less than nothing. And you render you helpless, the better to lay bare your soul. Surprise, so long as my face remains masked to body and soul, you've won nothing, and that's all you'll ever have. No! This isn't fair. I was winning. General Coy, please, look at her. She's all but beaten. I just need a little more time. Your time's run out, Sapphire. What matters tonight is the auction. I've kept the prince and the buyers waiting too long as it is. You'll have to finish this for whomever makes the purchase. The prince wants no trouble with either the Avengers or the mutants, especially that accursed Wolverine. Nor do I. I will neither argue nor challenge. He is the ruler here. He will have his own security, but I depend on you, Roughhouse, and you, Bloodscream, to ensure there are no surprises. My sole ambition tonight is to end this sale as crime lord of both High and Low Town. The sale of the artifact, and with it the elimination of Tiger, is all that matters. Afterward, well, Madripoor is a dangerous city. Accidents can always happen to anyone. As you command, Zerain. Be a pleasure, boss. I wish I was down there with Natasha. Speaks the man wearing red, white, and blue skin tights. Uniform's a uniform. We all wear our versions of them. Comes with the job. Only this isn't that kind of job. We're in her world now, Steve. Tasha calls the shots. She spent the day getting herself ready. I've never seen moves like this from her before. Old life, old skills. Logan, she'll have to live with the consequences. She'd tell you she fights for her freedom. Determined to win, to take the risk. Even more so if it needed to pay the price. But let's hope it don't come to that. We're her friends. We should help her find a better way. Steve, you do not understand. The Hand tried to take my soul. If not for you and Logan, they would have won. I would have become their ultimate assassin, and I'd have loved it. Ever since deep down inside, I've been afraid that next time they would succeed. I'm done running. My friends and I am done with fear. Tonight, Natasha Alyanovna Romanov will fight. I will teach the Hand to fear me, and I will win. This auction is a very exclusive affair. The participants representing preeminent wealth and even more formidable ambitions. None are interested in the woman or the armor she wears, only the tech they carry. If rumors are correct, its impact could be revolutionary. Which is why the first thing Serena does is start poking. Forgive me, Baran, but this poor creature, whoever she is, hardly seems worth the effort of bidding on her. Why don't you do about less than nothing? Believe me, madam, this prize is well worth the highest of bids, said the con man to the mark. Anyone can write a plausible prospectus, General Coy, which he has guaranteed with his life. You've kept us waiting long enough, Coy. Start your auction, and remember you are my guests. Remind your employees to behave. Oopsie. What is offered here, my friends, is a unique opportunity. The woman before you is of minimal consequence. What matters is the revolutionary ultratech she carries, whose value is inestimable. My associate Sapphire Sticks will be provided to assure the purchaser access to the item. Bidding is now open. Cue the main event. What's wrong? I got an itch. Yeah, me too. Which likely means trouble. The hand? I can't send them. We won't know they're here till they make their move. Great. Yep. You spot anything? More I heal, more I sense. So far, so good. No one's blown Natasha's cover. Our Serena's enjoying herself way too much. Tiger wants to kill her. Such a pretty thing. I look forward to seeing you release the tiger from her cage. And she's giving Sapphire a taste of her own medicine. Treating people like dirt, she gets it right back. And of course, the consequences. Assuming, of course, you win. I care nothing for the woman or for you. All that matters to me is the weapon. That is why you will lose. Bids come thick and fast. I don't pay attention. Natasha and I called in a lot of markers. That's what markers are for, to help you play the game that matters. Until you win. Thanks to us, this is the best moment in Koi's life. Looking forward to seeing his reaction when we steal it all back. It's like Ocean's 11. Congratulations, Serena. I trust you'll join me later for a celebratory drink. Business first, Baran, but afterward. Hmm. Cue the hand. Even at the best of times, I almost never see him coming. 1 minute, everything's fine. The next, Jenin turned the balcony into a slaughterhouse. Baron employs the best. Doesn't matter. Probably be a fair match for Roughhouse and Bloodscream. Especially since they only look after their boss. Everyone else is on their own. And where Genin go, their Jonin overlords can't be too far away. To Natasha right now, numbers don't matter. She means to kill them all. Among other things. Don't you dare die, Baran. Serena, what? You invited me for a drink, remember? I intend to hold you to it. But settling scores doesn't mean abandoning friends, even when they're more than mine than hers. Tiger wants to help. Styx has other ideas. All she wants to do is hide. Styx, you cretin, what are you doing? What do you think? Using you to keep me safe. Cue the guy heroes. And and I go way back. And just so you can tell, they're doing this in a giant snikt. They're the closest I know to a literal embodiment of evil. I've been killing them as far back as I can remember. Don't think I'll ever stop. I can live with that. Cap, maybe not so much. Captain America, get the civilians to safety. This is no place for innocents. Wolverine, you and I will deal with the Genin. Who made you boss lady? That little man is Serena's natural station, as yours is to obey. She's enjoying this way too much. You were the one who said follow her lead. But it's the right call. Cap knows why Natasha's sending him away. He's also conflicted about what he's doing. He knows Natasha and I'll be doing in his absence. He's an Avenger, though, and above, a hero. That means above all else, he saves lives. Prince Baran, what are you doing? We can help fight these warriors. Right now, our priority is to helping these people. First, we make sure they're safe, then we'll come back. By that point, hopefully, there won't be any need. I hate Coy with a passion, but I can't deny his courage or his skill. Another thing to remember, as for Natasha right now, she's looking more like me than me, and I'm loving every minute of it. Me, I'm doing what I do best. Wishing that with every cut I wasn't slashing Jenin, but their living, breathing bosses, the Jonin. I'm so focused on the fight in front of me, forgot all about the enemies I have behind. Parting shot from Cap going out the door saves me. Another one I owe him. Ugh! Thing about Cap, he never takes just one move at a time. The shield that saves me ends up in Natasha's hands. Spasiba Tovarich, Captain. She wastes no time putting it to good use. Roughhouse was coming to help his bud. Didn't realize till too late he might be the one needing rescue. That leaves Natasha, me, and the Jenin. I have claws. Natasha has a sword and Cap's shield. There are a whole lot of Jenin. She and I both figure that makes this a fair fight. We're wrong. Wolverine. Where's the widow? What are you talking about? She's right behind me. You, General Coy. It looks like you had a clear view. What happened to the three women? I don't know. One moment everyone was fighting, and then the ninja, they all vanished. I think they took the women with them. We were right. Everything that brought us together was a setup. And now the Jenin have got their prize. They've taken her to their boss, Jonin, to finish what she was started when she was a kid, to turn her into the Hand's Grandmaster Assassin. Not so long as we can stop them. It's time to go hunting, and for you to prove you really are the best there is at what you do. Because you and I are going to do now what we did when we first met. Save our friend, and teach these killers a lesson they'll never forget. Next, the leader, or be careful what you wish for, Captain America. And that's the cover of the next issue, where it looks like they're going to be fighting a really big member of the Hand who looks like he's been hulked out or something. Again, this is just a really fun book. It's not to be taken like it's the most groundbreaking thing. It's a fun look back. So if you're enjoying this as much as I am talking about it, please hit the like button, share, subscribe. And we'll be back doing Wolverine Madripoor Madripoor Nights number 4 when we swing back around. The next comic book I believe we're talking about is Nice House on the Lake number 2. Then it's back to X-Men 97 number 3, Gambit number 3, and then back here for Wolverine Madripoor Nights number 4. So if you're liking the comic book content, stay tuned because there is a whole lot more coming. And all I can say is thanks for watching. Keep reading comics, and I'll see you on the next video, bubs. Bye.